YouTube, my name is Mesa Sean, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 Season of the Worthy News video. Alright folks, strap in because we have a ton of stuff to go over in this video, including the good old This Week at Bungie. Real quick before we get into the This Week at Bungie, when I made my weekly reset video on Tuesday, a number of you guys in the comment section were like, Mesa, you sound so down, or you sound depressed. First off, I don't get depressed. Two, I was just frustrated because right before I made the weekly reset video, I was trying to stream for you guys. And man, this week, I don't know if it's on PC or whatnot, but I've been getting nonstop error messages, kicked back to orbit, and that's what was happening on stream. So when I made that video, I was just really stressed. Well, not stressed, I was frustrated that I kept getting kicked back to orbit, and I just shut the stream down. But you PC players, let me know, because I tweeted this out last night that, man, I've been getting kicked nonstop and error messages and so forth, and the consensus I saw on Twitter is console players have not seen it so much, but PC, whatever they did in this last update, I have been seeing a lot of error messages and getting kicked back to orbit a lot. So let me know in the comment section, whether you're on console or PC, have you been having error messages or getting kicked back to orbit? All right, let's get into the video. If you enjoy it, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and if you really want to help the channel out and become a channel member and join the Destiny 2 Mesa Army community over on Discord, click the link in the description or click join on screen. All right, let's get into it. It is that time of the month where you can get some free exotic loot, and this month we have a free exotic weapon, the Prometheus lens. So the way it works is if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. Then you could use that subscription for free for yourself. You don't have to pay anything. Subscribe to someone on Twitch. That helps that Twitch streamer out. And then the following month, it comes back to you, and then you can resubscribe to that same person or subscribe to someone else. But more importantly, you could log into the links that I will put in the description and claim your free exotic loot. So this week we've got the exotic Prometheus Lens Solar Trace Rifle. You also get the Prometheus Lens Eye of Osiris weapon ornament. We have an exotic ghost shell, the Tyrant shell, and then we also have a legendary ship called the Fleet Ska 9 ship. So I will put the link in the description. Just simply go there, click claim the reward, and then you will go to see Amanda Holiday in the tower, and then she will have those exotics and legendary ship waiting for you. Next up, let's talk about Iron Banner, and I need you guys to leave me a comment in the comment section regarding feedback to Bungie regarding Iron Banner, and I'll tell you why at the end. They're collecting feedback, okay? And I've got a long post from Dylan from Bungie asking for feedback. Now, here's some PvP gameplay from me, and yes, I know I have terrible aim. I am not very good, but this was a pretty good game. This was my first game back after not playing Iron Banner since September. In fact, I haven't played regular PvP in probably about 6 months, but of course, I'm using the meta. I'm using Monte Carlo and using the Recluse. But anyway, it's not about my horrible gameplay. Let's talk about, there was a huge post from Bungie over on Reddit, and it's a little lengthy, but just bear with me, guys. We really need to get feedback to Bungie on Iron Banner. So this is going to be related to the Iron Banner quest and a few other things. So Bungie needs help. We need to give it to them. So please leave a comment in the comment section with your feedback. So let me read this verbatim from Dylan from Bungie. So Dylan kicks it off with many objectives throughout the quest require you to get zone captures, which is meant to push players towards them. And actually in this game, I got 9 caps. Okay, we've seen feedback for quite some time that players don't push the objectives often enough. So I'd love to know if you feel this has helped at all. We have seen mixed results between feedback around the Iron Banner quest over the last few seasons. While some players leave poor feedback over having to use specific weapon types, others are appreciating a wider range in the sandbox when approaching the Iron Banner. For example, rather than seeing every player running the norm, players are using hand cannons, SMGs, fusion rifles, and bows to finish up their quest. Sure, after you finish the quest, you can default to your desired loadout, but the more hardcore among you may be running the quest 3 times. This is also leading to some players who hadn't tried hand cannons or SMGs into new territory, leading to some new playstyles or attempts at strategy. Throwing this in the next part in a quote, if you don't care for a quick blurb on my experience in Iron Banner, feel free to skip it. So he says this: on my side, as a player, it was nice in the first Iron Banner of the season not seeing spare rations, mind banners, hardlight immediately. Yes, players will get back to using those loadouts after getting through the quest, or they're running them now because they don't care about the quest. And that's kind of like me right now. I don't care about the quest. I just want to have fun. But it was kind of fun getting through the SMG portion with the Breath of the Dragon that dropped with high cal rounds. Had no idea that SMG could rip people apart. Just needed to approach some encounters in a way other than jump around the corner and try to hose down the shotgunner. I did indeed have a few frustrating moments where my dire promise didn't stack up to someone else's, but I eventually got through that step and just finished the quest up this afternoon. There were indeed a few matches last night where my fire team, 5/6 stack, were stomped with a mercy, and most of the time that was poor coordination on our part, not capping zones or winning our 1v1s. I know a few of you don't necessarily care for my opinion on this, but I'm just talking through my experience and looking to better emphasize with your feedback. Dylan finishes with, as a final question for those who have left poor feedback on specific weapons being tied to the quest steps, would you rather see more objective ability requirements? Yes, Dylan, I would. Or general verbs like headshot, multi-kills, etc. Here's a quick list of what I've got from this thread. I know a few are repeats from previous Iron Banners, but we'll be sure to cover them with the team. First off, players do not like being forced to use specific weapon archetypes during the Iron Banner quest steps. Players would like to turn in their tokens before finishing the quest. Yes, that for me, 100%. Players feel that matchmaking restrictions are too strict. Skill seems to be creating a poor environment for some, whether it be load times or general match quality. SMGs and bows do not feel appropriate as a quest step requirement in the current sandbox. Continued feedback on solo versus fire team matchmaking is the last one. So here's my feedback as an average PvP scrub. I want to have a fun player experience. So what is a fun player experience for Mesa Sean? For me, it's I want to go in and use whatever loadout I want to use. I want to get loot. I want to have fun. So I don't care about the quest because I am not about to be forced to use weapons that I am terrible with regardless. I would suggest, yeah, make the quest steps, have them like ability based, capturing zones, multi-kills, precision kills, grenade kills, melee kills, things that you can do with whatever loadout you feel most comfortable with. Look, I'm terrible with hand cannons. Even though I'm on PC, I still use a controller. Yeah, I'm a controller scrub on PC. I am horrible with hand cannons. I'm good with auto rifles, all right? And pulse rifles. I love my Outbreak Perfected and my Chattering Bone. So if I could go into Iron Banner, have a fun player experience, complete the quest, and turn in the tokens whenever I please, to me, that's the optimal player experience. Moving on to the This Week at Bungie for today. Well, it's a little bit light, but we do have Trials of Osiris tomorrow. We have Extra Infamy next week in Gambit. But the first thing they want to talk about is World Drop. So let me read some of this verbatim here. There were several armor sets added to the Engram loot pool with Season of the Worthy. We saw a lot of feedback while you were excited to see your favorite armor sets from the past. The fact that none of them had seasonal mods made them feel less desirable and not worth including in your builds. Yeah, 100%. Well, good news. We're adding seasonal mod slots to these sets in the next update next month. The 3 faction sets will get Season of the Worthy mod slots, and the rest of the armor will get either Season of Dawn or Season of the Undying mod slots. So you could see them on screen right now. So a number of these pieces will have Season of the Dawn mod slots added to them, and some of them will have Season of the Undying mod slots added to them. So I will link them in the description. Well, actually, I will link the full This Week at Bungie there so you could check out all the different pieces. And they say all of these sets will be able to use seasonal mods from the seasons before and after the season they are designated above. We are getting a new hotfix 2.8.0.2, and they're targeting it for March 31st, which is a Tuesday. So let me burn through these here. The main target of this update will be the issues affecting Trials of Osiris challenges not being reset properly. Here's a quick preview of other fixes coming in this update. First off, fixed an issue where upgrades on the Season Pass were only unlocked for one character and will now properly unlock for the entire account. Fixed an issue where the first weekly clear of a legendary lost sector would not award a powerful drop. Fixed an issue with Reiju's harness that allowed players to hold Whirlwind Guard indefinitely. Fixed an issue where Titan Season Pass arms ornament would block first-person view. Season Pass SMG and shotgun will now create Warmind cells with Season Pass ornaments equipped. Fixed an issue where Sentinel Titans were able to extend Sentinel Shield / Banner Shield by suppressing themselves. fixed an issue where players were not getting the correct amount of planetary materials from the bunker upgrade. Aside from the fixes in 2.8.0.2, we are also continuing to investigate disconnects, crashes, and error codes being reported since 2.8.0 was released. Currently, we are seeing elevated disconnects from the tower on all platforms, but disconnects from other activities seems PC specific. Yeah, so I wasn't imagining this, guys. When I tweeted it out, most of the folks agreeing with me were on PC. They continue with, the fix we deployed has appeared to resolve the crashes affecting Gambit, but didn't help with other disconnects. We have made additional attempts at fixing disconnects that haven't resulted in a decline in error codes and are continuing to work on new fixes for elevated Beaver, Beetle, Anteater, and Rabbit errors. We'll give you more information as soon as we can. Now, Destiny player support, they're still working on the whole Trials of Osiris weekly challenges thing. So as of right now, Trials of Osiris weekly challenges will unlock at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays. At this time, rewards are expected to be reset for players who have been impacted, and rewards will be granted when players reach 3, 5, or 7 wins respectively. In a future patch, we will move the reset to the Friday daily reset. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video. Leave me a good old hashtag made it to the end if you did make it to the end, and do me a favor. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.